Test two, test two. Check two, check two.
Test one, test one. It's echoing real bad in the headphones. Test. Test.
Echo go away or get worse?
It never really changed.
Well, they're all the same all the way down. So if one's test one, check, check. There's a little bit of echo. Check, 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 check. Where is that coming from? Testing, test, check. Test one, two, three. Test one, two, three. Check. One, two, three. Okay. Maybe that did it. Test.
Welcome to Summertown Middle School for our game today between the Summertown Eagles and the Spring Hill Raiders. Jackson Bennett will be on the mound right now warming up for Summertown as a starting pitcher. Joe, you want to run down the lineup?
Give me just a second. Summertown's batting lineup. Leading things off for Summertown is number 23, Kason Blackwood. Then you got number 5, Aiden Perez. Number 2, Jackson Bennett. Number 3, Graham Howe. 17, Ryder Blackwood. 10, Cecil Williams. 14, John Colby Stanley. 11, Braden Keaton. 13, Max Dillard. And 25, Elijah Huckabee.
It is a very windy day here in Summertown again, and it is very brutally cold. Lots of the fans have got their pods out sitting in them. They're a lot smarter than we are, Joe.
They are. We're sitting out here in the weather. We got a roof, but that'll only help us if it starts raining.
Are they playing DCU's games tonight,
Will, have you got an update on the high school game score?
I don't. I'll try to get that for you.
We'll get that shortly and get that out to you guys listening.
It was 4-0 last time I checked. We were losing.
High school is playing in Lawrence County today in a tournament
Against Spring Hill High School.
against Spring Hill High School at Lawrenceburg.
That score is Spring Hill 4, Summertown 0 in the top of the 4th.
Been nice if we had the 80-degree weather back that we had the other day.
Yes, or the 80-degree weather we're going to have on Sunday.
I'm assuming this is dogwood winter. I've seen some dogwood trees blooming here lately.
They have been blooming. They've had my allergies haywire the past couple days. From what I'm seeing, Nathan, it looks like we only have one umpire here today.
I wasn't at the game in Lewis County, but I watched it live online where Mr. Pettis had recorded it, and that's what they had there also. And it's hard on that one guy calling the balls and strikes and being able to call calls behind him, and especially hits down the line.
Yeah, there were a few hits I had seen that were either fair or foul and called fair or foul that you could tell the crowds on either side didn't really agree with. But when you're trying to do all the calling behind the mound, it's hard to make that call on a fair or foul ball.
All you can do is do the best you can and go with it. Goes a throw down to second base, so we're about to kick it off here in the top of the first inning. We don't have Spring Hill's lineup, so we won't be able to tell you who is batting. This is the first batter of the game stepping into the box for Spring Hill. Bennett on the mound, and you got Howe behind the plate for Summertown. Bennett's first pitch is a ball high. Pitch number 2 will be outside for ball 2. Comes pitch number 3. Be 3-0. Jackson will get zoned in here in a minute and get his zone. So it's 4 straight pitches for a walk to the first batter of the game. And put Spring Hill have one on first base here with no outs.
I didn't go over the defensive positions when I called out the lineup, so I'll go ahead and name some of those off now. Playing first, number 11, Braden Keaton. Playing second, number 5, Aiden Perez. Number 17, Ryder Blackwood at shortstop. 25, Elijah Huckabee at third.
There's a wild throw over to first base, and the runner's going to go all the way to third off of that wild throw.
In the outfield, you got number 10, Cecil Williams in right field, 23, Kason Blackwood in center, and 13, Max Dillard in left.
There's a called strike down the middle of the plate for strike 1. There's a foul ball off the first base side behind the dugout. So the count now 0-2. The runner's taking a pretty good lead down third, Joe.
He's being aggressive. They throw back at him there, but he's back safe.
One ball, 2 strikes. There's a swing and miss for strike 3, so that will be the first out of the game. This will be the 3-hole hitter for Spring Hill stepping to the plate with 1 out and a runner on third. He's going to smack bunt toward first for an out, but the runner does score. That's the only play he had there, Joe.
That's all he could do.
So Spring Hill gets an early lead here, 1-0 in the first. First pitch to this batter is a ball outside. It's a swing and miss. Evens the count back up at 1-1. Ball inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Be a ball low. 3-1. He's got to find his zone here, Joe.
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit here in the top half of this first inning, but
there's a chopper to short. Blackwood fields it, throws on the first for the third out. So after the lead off top of the first inning there, Spring Hill did score 1 off of a walk and a wild throw to first base, and then a sacrifice bunt got him in. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back. Spring Hill at 1-0.
Welcome back to the bottom of the first inning. Leading things off for Summertown is number 23, Kason Blackwood. First pitch is fly to right field, and the right fielder lets it drop in front of him for a base hit.
That was an easy catch there, and he just let it drop, which is good for us.
I thought that was a routine fly ball, but
hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it all. Now up for Summertown is number 5, Aiden Perez. Kason Blackwood steals on the first pitch there.
I didn't see the umpire's call on that. I don't know what he called on that pitch.
I didn't see it either, Nathan. I was watching Kason, and second pitch to Perez is bunted foul. It almost looked like he didn't know whether he wanted to try to bunt that pitch or not, Nathan.
Yeah, he barely missed it. He got it just a little bit turned. Sent it out of bounds.
Ball's outside.
Looks like it's spitting either some snow or something at us out here now. See it in that green pine tree.
The pitch called strike. So the count will be 2-2. The 2-2 pitch is hit down the first base line to the first baseman for out number 1. Kason Blackwood will advance to third base on the hit. Stepping up next for Summertown is number 2, Jackson Bennett.
They're playing in like he's going to bunt.
And he drives this one to center field. Center fielder makes a catch on it. Blackwood tags at third and easily scores. Ties your score 1-1. Stepping up for Summertown now is number 3, Graham Howe. First pitch is low for ball 1. And Graham's been hitting with a lot of power here lately, Nathan.
Yeah, I think he hit some good hits in Lewis County the other night. Some good shots to the outfield.
Second pitch is fouled back. Makes you count 1-1. He squares and bunts the ball in between the third baseman and the pitcher, and is safe. First baseman pulled his foot off the bag.
It looked like he come up to catch the ball and left the base.
So with 2 outs, we've got a runner on first with Ryder Blackwood coming up to bat. Howe's back easily there. First pitch to Ryder's outside for ball 1. They pick at first again, and Howe's back safely. Pitch is a strike. It's got your count 1-1. That pitch is lifted in the air to right, drops in front of the right fielder for a base hit. We've got runners first and second with Cecil Williams coming up to bat. Nathan, that was another fly ball I thought was going to be caught out here in right field.
Yeah, I had the same impression. If Graham would have been on his horse there, I think he could have got to third off that hit.
I agree. First pitch to Williams is called strike. Cut on and missed that pitch for 0-2 count here. Pitch is low for a ball. It's got our count at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch is cut on and missed for strike 3. That's how the first inning will end. Score is Summertown 1, Spring Hill 1.
Welcome back here to the top of the second inning. Spring Hill will step up to the plate as Bennett delivers the first pitch of the inning. Swing on a miss for a strike. It's a good way to start.
He started this inning off better than he did the last one.
There's swing and miss for strike 2. So Jackson's up in the count here, 0-2. First batter. Ball's high and inside. Fourth pitch is low and in the dirt. Evens the count up 2-2. Ball 3. So full count now on the first batter of the second inning. There's a swing and miss for a strikeout for the first inning, or for the first out of the inning.
See if he can't find him a groove here in this second inning, Nathan.
Jackson delivers, squares the bunt. A called strike. Pitch number 2 on the way. Squares the bunt right out in front of the plate. Graham comes out and gets it. Throw to first. 2 away.
As the batter there, you really want that ball to get a little further out than right in front of the batter's box.
Yeah, it never made it out to the grass. From here, it didn't look like. Here's pitch number 1. Swing and miss. 4 strike 1. He had a good cut on that pitch. The ball high, 1-1.
Yeah, that first pitch, Nathan, he wanted to do some damage with that first swing, I think.
There's a cut on that one. Misses. So the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Jackson's 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. There it is for strike 3. So that was a good inning there for the Eagles. So after the top half of the second inning is completed, score is 1-1.
Welcome back. In the bottom of the second inning here. Leading things off for Summertown is number 14, John Kobe Stanley. He is batting DH. First pitch was strike 1. The 0-1. Strike two.
I think it's 0-2 by his arm movements. Now it may be 1-1, but looked like he caught it a strike.
I thought he motioned that first one as a strike. Third pitch was ball outside. Counts 2-2. Swung on that one for strike three for the first out of the inning. Score update on the high school game. Spring Hill 4, Summertown 3 in the bottom of the fifth. Next up for Summertown's number 11, Braden Keaton. So he hits that ball right to the second baseman for out number 2.
There's a line drive shot to him there.
Yeah, he took one step to his left, and there it was. Now batting for Summertown is number 13, Max Dillard. Swing and miss on the first pitch for strike one. The 0-1 will be a ball. That ball's lifted down the right field line, foul, out of play. The ball's low and in the dirt. Pitch is on the way, swing and miss for out number 3. And that's how your second inning will end. Score is still Summertown 1, Spring Hill 1. We'll be right back.
Welcome back as Spring Hill steps in the batter's box here in the top of the third inning in a tie game, 1-1. Bennett still on the mound for the Eagles. First pitch delivered to the plate. Ball one inside. Pitch number 2 is fouled out of play on the first base side. Even the count up now at 1-1. There's a pitch for a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter. Bennett delivers. He does go around for strike 3. So that'll be 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Pitch number 1 is swung on and missed for strike 1. Bennett delivers. It's a called strike, so 0-2 be your count. That pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Batter steps back in. Bennett with a pitch. Swing on and miss for strike 3. So that'll be 2 strikeouts here in the top of the 3rd inning for Bennett. I'm thinking this is the leadoff here.
Oh, yeah.
There's a swing and miss for strike 1. So ball low. Joe, is the Dixie Youth going in full swing tonight?
They are.
There's a ball high.
This will be the 3rd night they've played this week. We had a rain out Tuesday night over there.
Summertown just tied it up. A wild pitch.
Here's a pitch to the batter for a swing and miss. That'll even the count up, I think, 2-2 with 2 outs.
Just got word the high school team just tied the game.
And there is a called strike 3, so that'll be 3 consecutive strikeouts for Bennett this inning. It's a real good inning. That's a way to come back for Bennett there in the pitching.
I think he has found his groove, Nathan.
So after 2.5 innings of play here, the score is 1-1. We'll be back.
Welcome back. Leading things off in the bottom of the 3rd will be leadoff batter Casey Blackwood.
Will has just updated us that the high school game, Summertown has pulled ahead 5-4 in the top of the 6th. Not sure what's going on here. I ain't sure what went on there, Joe.
I think Spring Hill thought Elijah Huckabee was supposed to be up to bat, but John Kobe Stanley is DHing for him, as Elijah is on the bottom of the lineup. Kaysen squares to bunt that one, and he bunts it into the third base dugout over there. So Kaysen's got an 0-1 count here. He chops that one to first. First baseman bobbled the ball there, trying to get it to the pitcher that was covering, and Kaysen Blackwood legged that one out. So to lead things off here in the bottom of the third, we got 1 on, no outs, with Aiden Perez stepping up to bat.
I'm going to say Kaysen's going to take second here on this first pitch.
I would say so. He's usually pretty aggressive. Spring Hill had the same thing in mind there as they check him back over at first base. There he goes. Perez squares the bunt, and he will be safe at first base. It's a good start to the bottom of the third here for Summertown, Nathan.
Sometimes you just got a small ball. Seen a lot of games won off small ball.
Yep. Now we've got pitcher Jackson Bennett up to bat. First baseman's way up in on the grass looking for a bunt. Kaysen steals third and will be safe on a wild throw into left field. Kaysen will score on that, and Aiden Perez will move up to third base.
There's some good base running on Aiden's part there. Reading that ball and being right on Kaysen's heels.
Yeah, very smart base running. I believe first pitch was called a ball to Bennett. That one's lifted into center field. That will score Perez from third. That brings your score Summertown 3, Spring Hill 1. With number 3, Graham Howe coming into bat. As Bennett steals second, the ball gets by the catcher. Being very aggressive on the bases right now, Nathan.
Yes, sir, and you can see the frustration in the catcher as he threw the ball back to the pitcher there.
The 1-0 popped up, out of play. So that's got your count 1-1. Runner on second with no outs here in the bottom of the third. That ball's hit back to the pitcher. He did bobble it, but he was able to make the play to first to get Howe out.
And Bennett was unable to move up on that play. So he checked him before he threw the first.
He did. He checked him. I think that's one reason he didn't corral the ball, as he was worried about Bennett. But now up for Summertown, you got 17, Ryder Blackwood. pitch is outside for a ball. Bennett is now in a rundown between second and third. Let's see how long he can stand out here and run back and forth. Oh, that's interference. They tagged him out.
Yeah, if he'd have kept on toward third, I think he could have got an interference call there.
He ran into the catcher there, but turned around and went back to second. So we've got 2 outs now. That pitch is called strike. We've got a 1-1 count. That pitch was called strike 2. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and that's how the third inning will end. Summertown 3, Spring Hill 1. We'll be back with you in a moment.
Welcome back here in the top of the 4th inning. Summertown leads 3-1 over Spring Hill. As the first batter steps in for Spring Hill. First pitch is a ball high. Pitch number 2 in the same location for ball 2. So foul ball out of play. So the count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Joe, we got some wintry precipitation falling on us.
Yeah, it's strange sitting here watching baseball with some snow or sleet or whatever that is.
The count now on the batter is 3-1. There's another foul out of play. So here comes Bennett with the pitch to the first batter with a full count. It is another foul ball out of play.
I think they're aiming for that dump truck sitting over there on the right field side, Nathan. It's like the 5th ball has been fouled over in that area.
There's ball 4, so that runner reaches on a walk. Yeah, that yard over there, Joe, is like a bunch of Easter eggs over there with baseballs. So Spring Hill has a runner on first base. Here's the pitch with the ball low. If you hear a loud noise in the background, it's a truck coming by. So sorry about that. There's a pitch, ball high. So 2 balls, no strikes. There's a throw to first. He's back safe. There's a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs. Runner goes, and it's a swing on a foul ball. So the runner will have to return to first. The count now 2-2. Ball be in the dirt.
Was there a walk or not? He didn't say that.
The umpire had no idea.
He was out easily, and the ump didn't see it.
Yeah, the runner was out, but the umpire never even looked at him.
Blew that one.
He never even turned around to look at the play being made or anything.
It's because the batter thought there was 4.
The batter thought it was ball 4. And I think the umpire, I don't know what the umpire was thinking there.
Coach Blackwood is out talking with him.
As he walks back to the dugout with his head down, the umpire probably didn't have anything to say to him there except for, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
The umpire's bundled up so much he can't see anything but to face it forward.
Tough job.
That is ball 4. So Spring Hill will have runners on first and second.
Not good.
No outs, correct?
No out.
Correct. He's getting a big lead at second.
He's getting a very big lead.
He did get back, though.
Should have called him out just to make it even.
The umpire had to step to the side there a little bit for him to throw.
He did. Bennett could have got that ball to the third base side of second base. I believe he would have been
There's
out.
a base hit into right center. So Spring Hill will have the bases loaded.
No outs.
So bases loaded for Spring Hill here in the inning. Top of the 4th, bases loaded, no outs.
They're going to pull the infield in here for a play at the plate.
First pitch will be a ball high. There's a called strike. 1-1 now will be the count with no outs here in the top of the fourth. There's a swing and miss. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. There will be a strikeout. So there we'll have 1 out now here in the top of the fourth. With the bases loaded, Coach Blackwood's going to keep the corners in and back up second and short. Try to get a double play here. Squares the bunt and pulls it back for a ball. This could be a big play right here. Squares again, pulls it back for ball 2. That's where we got to get that ball in there. Ball 3. Puts us in a bad spot here. Maybe Jackson just settle down here and get us some strikes.
See if he can find him a groove here.
Oh, ball 4. That'll walk in a run. Score now, Summertown 3, Spring Hill 2. With no outs. Coach Blackwood is going to make a mound visit. We'll be back shortly. Batter squares 2 bunt, and he bunts it foul behind the catcher. I thought he kept a bat out there, but he caught it a ball.
Yeah, I didn't see him pull it back, but
Pitch for another ball low. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a called strike. So that'll even it up 2-2. Fouls that one over behind the first base dugout, out of play. It's another one in the same, almost the same exact spot, except it hit the pole. Comes the pitch. That's a swing and miss for a strikeout. Two outs and the bases loaded for Spring Hill here in the top of the fourth. Summertown up 3-2. There's a called strike. Batter takes again for another called strike. The count now is no balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. There's a grounder to short. We flip to second for the force, and that'll end the inning. So Spring Hill will leave the bases loaded, and they will score 1 run to make the score now Summertown 3, Spring Hill 2 after 3.5 innings of play.
He was able to get out of that, Nathan, with minimal damage there.
Yeah, we was lucky there to get out of that.
Started off bases loaded, no outs. We only allowed 1 run trying to get those 3 outs. So
we'll be back.
welcome back to the bottom of the fourth. Leading things off here for Summertown is Cecil Williams. First pitch to Williams is lifted down the first base line, foul. Out of got word that our high school team just got beat 6-5 by Spring Hill. And they will turn around and play Richland again tonight. The 0-1 pitch is called strike. Pitch is high for ball 1. Brings your count to 1-2. Pitch is hit back up the middle to the pitcher. Gets the out at first base for out number 1.
For a minute there, I thought he was running down through there trying to tag him.
Yeah, I didn't. He ran a long ways over there before he got that ball to the first baseman. Next up for Summertown is John Colby Stanley. Called strike one. The 0-1 pitch.
It almost looked like the same location, Joe.
Yeah, he didn't call that one a strike. Counts 1-1. That's strike two. Looks like all three pitches have been in the same spot to me, Nathan. That ball's lifted to the left. It'll be foul off the roof of the concession stand. Ball's low and in the dirt for ball two. It's got your count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That'll bring your count full. Full count pitch is on its way. Strike three.
That was a pitch to hit. It was about
knee high right down the middle is what it looked like
middle.
from here. That'll be your first out. Bottom of the fourth here for Summertown.
Going to be 2 outs.
2 outs. You are correct. Sorry. Batting now for Summertown is Braden Keaton. Called strike.
From here, it looked like it was in the other batter's box.
The 0-1's lifted in the right field. The right fielder can't make a play on it. Gets by him for Keaton to get him a base hit there with 2 outs.
Probably going to be a pinch runner here.
Got Hunter King.
Substitute runner.
We have Max Dillard stepping up to bat.
That was a good pitch right down the center of the plate.
We got strike one on Max Dillard there. The 0-1 pitch. Cut on and miss for strike two. Catcher throws back to first at the runner, but he's back safely. Pitch is lifted foul on the first base side.
He's going to start swinging out front to get that ball on this side. He's way late.
That pitch hit him. So we'll have runners first and second, 2 outs with leadoff Kason Blackwood coming up to bat. See if we can't get something right here, Nathan. Get us some insurance runs.
Be nice for Kason to hit that ball out here in the gap and get both these runs in. Kason's a kid that can do it. He can hit the ball hard.
He can. Pitch is low for a ball. Runners will advance as it gets by the third baseman, but shortstop was over there to keep it on the dirt. So we got runners second and third. 2 outs. Blackwood steps in with a 1-0 count. Pitch is fouled out of play on the first base side. Ball 2. It'll be ball 3. We got a 3-1 count.
I'm gonna say Kaysen will have a green light here.
I would assume he would, and he does. And he swings and misses on that pitch. Brings it to full. Full count pitch is fouled out of play on the first base side. We're behind everything right now, Nathan.
Yeah, we're going to start hitting the ball out front. Everything we're hitting is going into either right field or foul over the first base dugout.
Swing and miss for strike 3 to end the inning. Your score is Summertown 3, Spring Hill 2. We'll be right back for top of the 5th action.
Welcome back here to the top of the 5th inning where Summertown leads Spring Hill 3-2. Umpire finally makes his way back here. We've only got one umpire tonight. Comes pitch number 1 is swung on and missed for strike 1. Pitch number 2 is a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Called strike 3. So it'll be one batter up and one strikeout for Bennett here in the top of the 5th inning. The second batter of the inning steps into the box. There's a swing and miss for strike 1. Pitch is a ball high. Count now 1-1 with 1 out. That was a called strike. That was a good pitch there by Bennett. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A little bit high there for a ball. Count now 2-2. Swing and miss for strike three. So that'll be the second strikeout of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down here for Bennett. Batter takes ball 1 high. Second pitch will be in the dirt for ball 2. Coach Blackwood is coming out to make a pitching change. He is motioning for Cason Blackwood to come in. So number 23, Blackwood, will be the new pitcher for Summertown here. Huckabee will be going out of the game. And Pettis will be entering the game. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back after the pitcher change. We got Jake Pettis going to right field. Cecil will move over to center. And on the infield changes, you'll have Bennett at shortstop, and Ryder Blackwood will move over to third. I think we're getting close to starting back now. They've had to make another change because Kaysen threw on Monday, so he isn't eligible to throw. So that put Ryder Blackwood on the mound.
Need a right fielder.
Okay, welcome back. I think they've got this figured out now. Ryder Blackwood will be on the mound now, and Jake Pettis has went to right field. The count will be 2-0 on this batter coming in for Ryder.
Kaysen Blackwood is back out here in center, and we now have Cecil Williams at third base.
Here comes the pitch. Be ball 3. So 3-0 to the batter. It'll be a walk, so they'll lead this off with a walk. If I ain't mistaken, this kid's already walked once or twice already this game.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
I think he was the one stranded on third earlier. Wish we had their numbers and their names to where we'd know.
See if there's a play at second here. See if the umpire will turn around and watch it this time.
First pitch is a ball high.
The runner at first is the one that stole second earlier when the umpire didn't turn around and pay attention to the play.
There's a pick to the wrong side of the base there. That gets by the catcher. The runner will move up to second base. It's a ball high. It's 3-0 to this batter. It's 4 straight pitches to put this runner on first base also with a walk.
So we got 2 on and no outs. Right, Nathan?
2 outs.
Two outs. The delay, I guess, had me lost track of time there.
There's a pretty good delay in between those. That'll be ball 1 to this batter.
7 straight balls.
It's a foul ball almost into the dugout on the first base side. That's a called strike. So it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Go ball high. We need to at least turn around and take a look here at second. He's got a huge lead. Ball is popped straight up to second base as Perez takes it for out number 3.
It's a big out there, Nathan.
It is. So after, let's see, we're in the top of the 5th. So after the top of the 5th is completed here, Summertown still leads 3-2. Joe almost forgot which inning it was because it was in such a long break there.
Yeah, it almost felt like we were waiting to start a second game of a doubleheader.
That's a long time for that pitcher to sit.
Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the 5th here. Leading things off for Summertown will be Aiden Perez. First pitch to him is chopped foul down the third base side. Nathan, I'm glad to see him hit the ball that way, even though it was foul. Pitch is lifted into shallow center. Center fielder makes a sliding catch for out number 1. Next up for Summertown will be Jackson Bennett. That ball's lined over the second baseman's head into center field for a base hit.
Good shot.
I'll get his 1-on, 1-out here with Graham Howe coming up to bat.
I think it's 2 hits in about the same spot there for Jackson, back to back.
Yeah. He's hit the ball pretty well tonight, as he steals second.
It's close. He got in there though.
Throw was there, but he got under the tag. First pitch called strike.
I think their pitcher was discussing something with the third baseman.
Yeah, the 0-1
That's a rip.
hit hard down the left field line.
Fair ball.
Fair ball. Bennett will score. Howe's got a stand-up double.
So they switched places.
Good job.
That'll bring your score Summertown 4, Spring Hill 2. Stepping up for Summertown is 17 Ryder Blackwood. Squares to bunt. Couldn't tell if he pulled that back or not, Nathan. Ball was low.
Well, the umpire never moved his arm, so I'm assuming he caught it a ball.
Ball's outside. Gives us a 2-0 count. Pitch is on its way. Called strike 1. Pitch is outside for a ball. Be 3 balls, 1 strike.
I've got him about 74, 75 pitches, so he's getting close.
We've got this pitcher at about 75 pitches, Joe, so he's getting close to his limit too.
Pitch is grounded to the pitcher. He makes the throw to third to get Graham Howe out.
Good play.
The rider is safe at first. What is the pitch count in middle school baseball, Nathan?
85 is the max.
Now up for Summertown is Cecil Williams. Pick back at first base with riders back in safely. Pitch is low and in the dirt. Blackwood will take second base. We're going courtesy runner for Blackwood.
Courtesy for the pitcher.
Looks like that'll be Blaze Franks. Pitch is cut on and missed. I've lost count of what the count is.
1-1.
Wheels got us at 1-1 there, Joe.
Pitch is fouled back for a 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Summertown's up 1-0 on Richland, bottom first.
In the high school game, Summertown will be up on Richland 1-0 in the first.
The 1-2 to Williams. Lifted into shallow center. Center fielder will catch it for out number 3. That's how your 5th inning will end. Summertown got a run across. Brings your score 4-2. We'll be back in the top of the 6th.
Welcome back as we kick off the top of the 6th inning here. Summertown up 4-2 over Spring Hill. Blackwood on the mound. He squares the bunt. It's fouled back, so Ryder will come out with a strike there. No balls, 1 strike. That's a swing and miss for strike 2. It's a pitch. He squares the bunt, fouls it off, so that'll be out number 1. Spring Hill coach has called time and walking up to the batter. Looks like we're going to have a change here at the plate. Substitution. for Spring Hill.
Why does that require such a long time?
Batter now steps in for Spring Hill. Comes a pitch from Ryder Blackwood. Swing and miss for strike one. Number 2 is fouled off behind the plate. The count now 0-2 with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Batter went around there, but I don't think the umpire even seen it. So he him off with the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a swing and miss for strike 3. So that'll be the second out here of the 6th inning. There's a drive to center field. Casey Blackwood under it for out number 3. So it's a 3-up, 3-down here for Spring Hill in the top of the 6th. Summertown up 4-2. We'll be back shortly.
Welcome back here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Looks like we have a change in the batting lineup here as Jake Pettis will lead things off for us here. First pitch to Pettis is low for ball 1.
I don't understand how this is possible.
Second pitch is hit up the middle to shortstop. Makes the play to first for out number 1.
Jake, when he went down and got that ball.
He did. That ball was pretty low. First pitch to Keaton, called strike.
I think this is a different pitcher, isn't it?
That pitch is hit back up the middle to the shortstop, who makes the play to first base for out number 2. Batting now is Max Dillard. Swings at the first pitch for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch fouled back into the net for strike 2. The 0-2 is cut on and missed for strike 3. And that's how your 6th inning will end. We'll be back in the top of the 7th.
Welcome back here to the top of the 7th inning in Summertown as they take on Spring Hill, and we're up 4-2 here in the top of the 7th. Blackwood's first pitch, hit toward third off of the third baseman's legs in fair territory. We'll put a runner on first base for Spring Hill. Batter squares to bunt and don't pull it back for strike 1. Squares to bunt. Takes the out at first. The runner does advance to second base. So it'll be 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. That was a good pitch, but the umpire called it a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. That one's outside. The runner is going to advance to third as it gets by the catcher. There's a pop up. Catcher will make the play for out number 2.
Big play there by Graham. Get over there up against the net to make that catch.
Him and Ryder were both there, right on the net for Graham to make the catch. There's a called strike. Never mind, he called it a ball.
That's my take.
It'll be ball 2. This is a kid that's walked every time, Joe.
Yeah, he's very patient
He
up
called
there.
that one a strike, oh. That's a called strike. Foul ball. So the count now is 2-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. There is a called strike 3, which will end your game. Summertown will take the win 4-2. Thank everyone for watching, and we are signing off.